going to the supermarket in Germany and do it all in German. You'll be able to do exactly that after this video. Let's go. Ich gehe heute zum Supermarkt. I'm going to the supermarket today. Let's take a look here. First of all, we have the verb gehen in here. Gehen, in the past tense, it's ist gegangen for the perfect tense. Do you know what gender Supermarkt is? It's a masculine noun, der Supermarkt. But here we have the preposition zu, a dative preposition, so we get zu dem, dem is masculine dative, and the short form is zum. Ich gehe heute zum Supermarkt. The next sentence is ich brauche Milch und Brot. We have the important verb need here, brauchen. I need milk and bread. So we have brauchen. That's like most verbs, it takes the accusative case. Ich brauche dich, I need you. Ich brauche einen neuen Computer. So brauchen plus accusative. How about the genders for Milch and Brot? It's die Milch and das Brot. Well done. Brauchst du etwas? Do you need anything? So etwas is both something but also anything at the same time. Brauchst du etwas? You can say nichts if you don't need anything. Nein, danke, ich brauche nichts. Etwas, something or anything. Nichts, nothing. But if the other person does need something, he or she could say something like this, for example. Ja, kannst du mir bitte einen Apfel mitbringen? Can you please bring me an apple? Can you buy an apple for me? Mitbringen is to bring, actually. And mir, dative, einen Apfel, accusative. So like many verbs, we have two objects here. Dative for the person, accusative for the thing. The next sentence is das Gemüse ist sehr teuer hier. The veggies, the vegetables are very expensive here. Do you know what the plural form of Gemüse is? It's a bit of a trick question because we don't use this word in the plural. Some words are plural only and some words are singular only. Das Gemüse is an example for a singular only noun. And then we have the word teuer here, expensive. Do you know the antonym, the opposite? That would be billig. Teuer, expensive, billig, cheap. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Folge diesem Kanal, mehr Deutsch zu lernen. Okay, let's continue with the next sentence, which is die Tomaten sind im Angebot. The tomatoes are on sale. Die Tomaten sind im Angebot. So we have two nouns here. The first one is die Tomate, plural, die Tomaten. Like most nouns ending in E, it's feminine. And like almost all nouns ending in E, it gets an N for the plural. What about Angebot? Do you know the gender and the plural form? Das Angebot, die Angebote. It's a neutral noun. And this noun can mean both sale but also offer. Let's continue. Ich möchte 2 Äpfel. I would like 2 apples. So we have a modal verb here, which is möchten. It's actually Konjunktiv 2 of the modal verb mögen, but that's not important for you. It means want or would like to, rather. Would like to. It's used with an accusative object like most verbs. And we have an apple here. Do you know the singular form? It's der Apfel for the singular, die Äpfel for the plural form. Many nouns get an umlaut for the plural, by the way. Der Arzt, die Ärzte, doctor, doctors. Das Buch, die Bücher, book, books. It's quite common for plural forms. Ich hätte gerne 1 Kilo Kartoffeln. I would like to have a kilo of potatoes, please. So we have the super useful, super important and also super polite phrase hätte gern. Again, it's Konjunktiv 2, it comes from the verb haben, and it just means would like to have. It's a very polite way of saying something. Ich will, I want, would be same meaning, but it wouldn't be very polite. So ich hätte gern plus accusative. Ich hätte gerne 1 Kilo Kartoffeln. It's die Kartoffel for the singular and die Kartoffeln, we add an N, for the plural. It's a very, very important and popular food in Germany. We have like many thousands of dishes with potatoes. Die Butter ist ausverkauft. The butter is sold out. So we have the noun here, die Butter, it's a feminine noun, and then we have ausverkauft. Now this comes from the verb kaufen, or rather from the antonym verkaufen. Kaufen, to buy, verkaufen, to sell. And then you have ausverkauft, which is sold out. Interestingly, we have the same prefix here, aus, which in English corresponds to out, sold out. Ausverkauft. It's an adjective meaning there is none left. If you're serious about learning German, you should definitely check out my 27-hour-long beginner's A1 course. Join over 1,000 students that master the A1 German level with me. All details down below. It's the first link in the video description. Wie viel kostet der Käse? Super useful if you want to ask about the price of something. How much does the cheese cost? With the verb kosten, we also commonly use was as the question word. So alternatively, you can also say was kostet der Käse? So we have the noun der Käse, and then we have kosten, hat gekostet for the past tense perfect form. It's a regular past tense form. We have hat, and then we have a GE and a T, gekostet, which means 100% regular. Wo finde ich Nudeln? Where can I find pasta? Or literal translation, where do I find pasta? So we have the noun die Nudel, which we commonly use in the plural form because no one just eats one pasta, like one spaghetti. We need loads of them. So die Nudel, or for the plural, more importantly, die Nudeln. Now, finden, do you know the past tense form, the perfect form? Finden, hat gefunden. So, ich habe gefunden, du hast gefunden, etc. This one is an example for an irregular past tense form, irregular participle to form. Ich brauche noch eine Flasche Wasser. I also need a bottle of water. So, brauchen is to need. We've seen this a couple of times. And then we have the noun die Flasche, ends in an E, so it will most likely be feminine. Yeah, it is feminine. And it gets an N for the plural form. So what about noch? The translation was also, so it sort of means like a plus sign, like in addition. I've bought these things, or they're in my basket already, these 5 items, and I also need this other thing. I also need this thing in addition to the other things. That's one of the meanings that noch has here, very commonly used word. Ich suche Salz und Pfeffer. I'm looking for example, salt and pepper. So we have the verb suchen here, regular past tense form, suchen, hat gesucht. Then we have Salz and also Pfeffer. Do you know the genders, the articles for these nouns? Der Pfeffer und das Salz. By the way, most of the nouns, 95% at least, that end in ER are masculine. Der Lehrer, teacher. Der Taxifahrer, taxi driver. Der Computer, and so on. Next sentence. Haben Sie frisches Obst? Do you have fresh fruit? Here in the adjective ending you can see an S. So this means this must be a neutral noun. And it is. It's das Obst, fruit. Haben Sie frisches Obst? Do you have fresh fruit? Gibt es hier Schokolade? Very nice. I love chocolate. Ich liebe Schokolade. Do they have chocolate here? If talking to your friend, if talking to someone working in the store, you can say, do you have chocolate here, of course. Actually, in German, we have gibt es. And gibt es is actually there is, there are. It takes the accusative, like most verbs. So es gibt, literally, there is, there are. Just for this translation, do they have or do you have sounded a bit more natural. Okay. Wo ist die Kasse? Where is the checkout? Die Kasse, and for the plural, die Kassen. And we have the super important question word wo, where. Okay. Die Kasse ist dort vorne. The checkout is up there or over there. So a literal translation here would be for dort vorne, dort, there, vorne, front. So there, front. That's a literal translation. It means over there, basically. So we have vorne, front, like at the front, and we also have hinten, that's the antonym, so at the back. But it doesn't really mean front or back in this scenario. Dort vorne, over there. Would be a better translation. Kann ich mit Karte zahlen? Can I pay by card? Another feminine noun ending in E, die Karte, plural, die Karten. And for pay, there are two options, by the way. We have zahlen, hat gezahlt, and we have bezahlen, hat bezahlt. So they both mean the same. They mean to pay. You can choose whichever you like more. Die Karte, like I said, and die Karten for the plural. Brauchen Sie den Kassenzettel? Do you need the receipt? Now for this word, receipt, Kassenzettel, we have lots of alternatives. Brauchen Sie den Zettel? That's the short form. Zettel is a slip of paper, a small piece of paper. Brauchen Sie die Quittung? Brauchen Sie den Kassenbon? Oder brauchen Sie den Bon? Lots of options you have here. It's enough to know one, to learn one of them actively and use it, but it's good to have heard and to know that the other ones mean the same thing. If you're an A1 German learner, by the way, you should definitely check out my complete 27-hour-long A1 course. All the detail down below by clicking the link. And I'll see you in the next video.